Before we start, I made a free training for driven men that shows you exactly how to become extremely attractive so that you can finally attract a feminine and quality woman without sacrificing your goals or using any cringe tactics. It's free for now because I'm testing it with serious guys only, so click the first link in the description and watch it for free before the time runs out. It all started a few years ago whenever I had no physique, my hair was shit, my teeth were crooked, I had acne and everything. I'm talking the whole starter pack of a geek. That was basically me. I don't know if you've experienced this as well, but I've always had this thought that we have a fate, everyone, and that if you are lucky, you're gonna get the most amount of girlfriends or something, or the best experience, get rich, all that stuff, and it just depends on your fate. But you can't do anything about it. Whenever I thought about it that way, I just became angry. I became extremely fucking frustrated. Like, is this it? What if this doesn't happen to me? I hope I'm become successful. I hope this happens. But then I remember finding these YouTubers like Teaching Men's Fashion, Alex Costa, started watching them videos. And I was like, you know what? This is some fire advice. They were giving some fashion advice, some grooming, about how to improve your looks in general as a man. I watched hundreds of these videos. I'm talking, started experimenting, spending money. And of course, I failed a fuck ton of times because I didn't know what exactly I was doing. I never had like an actual mentor with me or something. And then high school started and I thought, you know what? Like, I improved my looks, I maxed them out. That's it. I found another girl that I had a crush on, and she was basically sitting behind me in class with her friend and everything. I was sitting to another guy that I knew. And at some point they invited us to go to their village because here in Cyprus there are a lot of like a couple of cities and a lot of villages. And so we went to their village like 1, 2, 3, 4 times. Then I started slowly realizing that I was actually into that girl. The way she talked, the way she walked, the way she existed just mesmerized me. I was like, fuck, bro, I want her. And so I remember one day she came over to my city. We went to like near the beach. I was extremely nervous because I really wanted to tell her how I feel. And my friends were there as well with me. As she and her friends were about to leave because it was like getting dark and everything, and my heart started pounding because I knew exactly what had to happen. Then my friend looked at me dead in the eyes and was like, BAM! Smacked me on the back, hard as fuck, told me, get your ass over there and tell her how you feel. It actually reminded me of the movies, you know, when the woman is about to leave, take a plane to go somewhere else, and the guy like barely catches up to her and is like out of breath and everything. That's exactly what happened with me and her. I came over there literally like it wasn't that big of a run or anything. I started doing this like like I was out of breath even though I wasn't. I was just so nervous that I had to do something just to, I don't know, it was fucking weird. I don't even know what my thought process was. Got up, looked at her dead in the eyes, and then once she realized exactly what I was gonna do, she turned the fuck around and left. And not her, not her friends ever spoke to me again after that. And that's the story of the worst year of high school for me. And afterwards I thought, you know what? Let me start watching these videos again. Let me start implementing, improving after that heartbreak, that frustration, because it's like, how the fuck do you go from talking to someone every single day almost to like not talking to them at all, them ignoring you, ignoring your texts and everything? It was like a mini heartbreak for me. And of course, I then started using that as motivation to improve, improve, and keep growing, growing, growing. I got to the point where one day I found out about self-improvement and everything. Started reading more books, going on runs daily, shaving my hair off and everything. At that point, I was fucking dedicated to becoming the best version of myself. And that was, by the way, the end of high school. I remember then going to the beach like with a couple of friends that were with me in the same like extra lessons that we were doing. So we were like a group of 4 or 5 people. It was like 3 girls and 2 us guys. So all of us went to the beach. And I remember going there, and the way that I walked there without giving a fuck about anything, about anyone, I was just thinking, you know what? I'm gonna have fun here. I didn't even think about getting a girlfriend, nothing like that. My mindset was just, I'm gonna enjoy my time. You know when you're playing dead underwater just to see how long you can last without breathing? I was doing that. And at some point, I just felt like a sharp pain in my back. Like my back was bleeding and everything. I remember looking in front of me, had a few girls there, and I asked, who did that? One of the girls there was like, yo, it was me, you know, like cute as fuck and everything. I was like, fuck, you know, like my brain wasn't thinking about the pain or shit like that, bro. My brain at that moment was just hyper fixated on that a cute girl would do this to me. Because if you know women, they won't touch you, they won't bother you unless they're interested in you. So at some point we got out and everything, and the signs just kept pouring in. I heard her twice talking with her cousin saying that she has no boyfriend. She was rubbing up on my legs and everything. And by the way, at that point, I had no Instagram or anything because I was doing like a dopamine detox. And I'm not gonna lie, I downloaded Instagram just to talk to her again. I sent her a message saying like I had fun today, we should do this again and everything, and invited her on a nice date. Bro, I remember that day coming home. I was burned as fuck, by the way, but I was giggling like crazy. I was like happy and everything. And until now, she's my girlfriend that I'm with for 2.5 years now. And I've realized that all of this work that I put in into improving myself as a man, my looks, my fashion, my grooming, everything, my physique, if I've never done that, we wouldn't be together right now because she wouldn't see the difference, my potential as a man. And she would see me as another random ass guy in the street. And you might be thinking, like, what are these essentials that made such a huge difference? And honestly, it's not that complicated. It's no like hunter eye bullshit exercises. It's no breathing or cold showers or any dumb shit like that. It's just about focusing on your physique, your grooming, your fashion, your mindset, your body language. These are the most important things, the most essential things that will make the biggest difference. You know the rule of 80-20. There's 20% of the work that gets you 80% of the results. That is exactly that. And if you don't improve them, you'll never get to your potential. Doesn't matter how ugly you are. Because if I went from looking like a fucking rat at 2 out of 10 to respectfully an 8 out of 10, why the fuck can you do it? I'm nothing special. My genetics are not the best or anything. It's because I decided, you know what? I can take action and improve myself. And that's how I got to this point today where I have an amazing physique. My grooming is on point every single day. My fashion is on point. I've helped others get to this point as well. But it's actually life-changing when you stop neglecting your looks and take the fuck action. Those black pillars are very convincing and they will tell you, yo, you know what? If you're born this way, that's what you're stuck with. I am living proof that that is fucking bullshit. Had no surgeries and I still go to the point where people tell me that I should become a model. But anyway, I have 23 more points that help you get fast results without having to spend years or wasting your time or anything by clicking this video right here to learn more. And stop wasting time, my G. Boo.